Hello, my name is Felicia and usually I'm the one behind the camera, but today I'll be in front of the camera chatting to 3 independent comedians for the upcoming Melbourne International Comedy Festival. So we'll see how that goes. Great. I'm standing here with Donna Collins. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, right.
So I asked you here to chat about comedy.
Yes, comedy. I've always been interested in being very funny in life, and just always liked watching the comedy festival galas and that sort of stuff. And I think I was about maybe 11 or 12 or something, and then I did. There was like a newspaper article about doing some stand-up at the small town that I lived in, and I just went ahead and did that, which was, at the time, like looking back, I was surprised I did it. I was a very shy, quiet little child, but I was still like, get me on stage, I need to perform, and that sort of thing. And it kind of grew from there a little bit, and then kind of took a huge back step and didn't do anything until I was maybe like 28 or something. So I've always been interested in it. And I think I was living in Melbourne for maybe like 5 years before I was like, wait a minute, I can do comedy here. And then that's what really kicked it off again, to be honest.
Yeah, awesome. So was it the comedy scene in Melbourne that kind of like galvanized you to like, I'm going to give this a go?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I did come from like, I came from Wangaratta, which is a relatively small town, and there's nowhere there that would allow comedy. Comedy was banned in Wangaratta. That's not true. But it felt like it at the time. But yeah, so once I moved to Melbourne, I was like, wait a minute, it's everywhere and so easy to fall into.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So when it comes to comedy, or when it comes to humour, what is it about humour that draws you in?
I think it's just the easiest way I can relate to people. Like, as I was very shy and quiet as a kid, and I'm still kind of relatively shy as an adult, like being able to kind of find out what makes someone laugh and what they find funny, and just kind of use that as a gentle way of introducing myself to people is, it's served me pretty well actually this whole time, yeah.
Yeah, so what insights have you learnt about human beings?
I've found it's always funny when people fall over, like always. There's like a beat when you've got to make sure if they're okay, but if they are, the greatest thing you've ever seen in your life. That's my insight to human nature, I guess. Also that I'm very clumsy, so that really works in my favour, I guess.
So you've been on the receiving end.
Yes.
You've been in that situation.
Yeah.
Falling over.
Yeah. It's not great for the person.
Yeah, no, not at all.
But anything for a laugh, you know?
I wanted to ask, like, one of the first times we met or like kind of encountered each other was at a content pitching workshop. From that workshop, what did you learn from there that you've incorporated into your comedy?
What have I learned from there? I think I don't know if I cannot fully remember much about it, to be honest. I think the main thing I got from it was just, I think, talking to everyone about their ideas felt really kind of inspiring, like being able to kind of stick with, like, just having an idea and trying to pitch it and form it into something. I think I've definitely worked, one of my other friends was at the same event, and I think we've talked, about pitching things and stuff like that since
Rose
then.
Bishop?
Yes. Get out of my head. No. But yeah, so that sort of thing, I think really kind of sticks with you a little bit. Just the idea that you could do it.
Comedy Festival in 2021, you're part of the Breast of the Fest lineup.
Yeah.
How are you approaching the festival this year?
Trepidation. So sorry. Yeah, because 2020 was so rough and confusing and uncertain. I think we're all kind of trained, like all of us, that if there is a good, fun event coming up, there's no way it'll happen. Like, something will go wrong. There'll be a lockdown, some sort of flare up, everything's going to shut down. I know this isn't super great at advertising my show, please come to it, but there is like kind of that part in your brain that's like not putting everything into it just yet, because you're kind of like, I don't want to put all of this effort into it and it's just going to disappear. But in this case it looks like it's happening. So now you can kind of start to feel it a bit more and get a bit excited that there's a comedy festival happening.
Yeah, immerse yourself in it a bit more.
Yeah, basically. Stop trying to be, I guess, afraid that everything's not going to work, and just kind of say, if it doesn't, fine, but I'm going to do my damnedest, basically. Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to showing the audience when you get to perform?
Well, I got these very sparkly pants not long before the first lockdown. So I've been pretty intrigued to try them on and see how that goes in comedy. Other than that, I think it's just like there's just no real feeling like it, like getting out on stage with a bunch of people who just want to laugh and enjoy themselves, and being the person to kind of bring that to them. So it's that feeling. I'm very much looking forward to that rush, basically.
Yeah, just the drug of like liveness and live performance.
Yeah, especially like because of all everything that's been happening, everyone's kind of been really shut in and shut down, basically. So being able to get out and being around people and being like, oh my God, it's okay, we're going to laugh out loud and have a good time. Like, yeah, and it's going to be really, really fun.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. So Donna, thank you so much for having a chat with me.
No worries.
Whilst we stand.
This beautiful wall.
So could you please tell us when and where we can watch your show?
Absolutely. The show is The Breast of the Fest. It's on at Trades Hall from March the 25th to April the 4th. I think it's somewhere between 9:10 some days and 8:10 on Sundays is the time. Yeah. Check, and I'm on it every single one, so check me out, any one of them. Please do it.